Hey friends, this is Kelly Calabrese here with your intentionally fabulous tip of the day. Welcome. So thankful you're here. So today we're talking about really receiving. We're always typically of the mindset about doing, giving, being, serving, working, and it's always about doing. And there's another side to that, and that's the side of receiving. And so you may have heard about this principle called the secret or reaping and sowing, goes all the way back to biblical times. But I want to kind of give you the cliff notes on it today because we are at the end of the year and most people are starting to think about the new year and what they would like to see happen. So the first thing is you need to be really clear on what it is that you want to manifest. Is it a new job, a new relationship, improved health, better friendships, a new home, having a family, whatever it looks like? If someone were to approach you and ask you, what is it that you want? You need to be able to say it. So first, really get clear. And the more specific you are, the better. The second thing is that you need to declare it. So you can declare it to yourself, you can declare it in the mirror, you can declare it on paper, in a journal, to people who love you, support you, your mentors, strangers, influencers, people who may be able to help you make this thing actually happen. And there's also power to just putting it out there in the universe, to speaking exactly what you want. The next thing is you need to get focused on it. So you've got a part to do. It's not just all magic, rainbows, and unicorn, but when you stay focused on what you want, you'll start to do things that move you towards that, and also say no to the things that you don't, because it's easy to get distracted. So if you know you want one thing and someone comes along and offers you something else, it might seem tempting, but it'll get easier to say, not right now, thank you anyway, not for me, because you know what you really want. And now you're opening the time, the space, the resources, the opportunities, and the doors for that to really happen. Because if you say no to the wrong thing just because it comes along and it's the bright, shiny object, you may be missing out on the amazing thing that you really and truly want in your heart. The next step is really to be grateful. So when you get in gratitude for this thing that you want, even though you don't already have it, but you feel in your soul that it's coming, just get grateful for it. Start to be grateful for the job, the house, the family, the opportunity, the health report that you want now, because you're giving it life by getting in gratitude for it, even though you can't yet see it. Another is to just get in the flow. There's the flow of the universe. We are not meant to hold on to all the things we have. So it may mean releasing and giving up some things, but also be open to receiving. That part is huge, especially for people who are really givers. I don't know if that's you, but that's me. I love to give. If there's a need and I can fill it, I love to do that. But then sometimes I miss out on receiving because I don't feel worthy, or I'm too focused on what that person might want in return. But what you might not know is that person is giving because of their heart and their calling and their obedience. And you don't want to steal their joy by stopping them from giving you something that you clearly want to receive, because you don't know what's happening on the other end. And that's where the flow comes in. Things are always moving. So when you're done with something, you're giving it to someone else. Someone else in a higher level may be giving you something that they are done with. Another thing to get this flow going is to really release the fear. We tend to focus on the thing that we fear, and we tend to idolize that. So whether it's money, a position, a home, something that we are afraid of, we tend to idolize and give power to it. So just surrender it and let it go, because if you're holding on to the fear of, let's say, money, for example, that becomes what drives you, instead of looking at, wow, if I get into the flow of doing something that I'm passionate about, that I have a talent for, that can help serve, money may come in a different way that I wasn't even aware of, or even open to because I'm just following my heart. And then giving is part of it. If you want to receive, that's how that reaping and sowing works. First, you need to do the work of the planting, and then the harvesting comes. So give where your time and talents and resources lie, and be open to receiving from a place that someone else has the resources and talents. And then finally, I would say be led by your heart, because that is always the best place to be. That's when you're letting love win. That's when you're getting so deep into the why of, why do I desire this? Why do I want to receive this? What will change? So again, just the more you can ask why, the more you'll go from a head level to a heart level, and that's when it truly starts to manifest itself. So I'll give you an example. This past week, I have always been very generous. When I had a condo, I would let people stay there. I've had people come and live with me, students, foreign exchange students, and I've given away cars and meals and, just a variety of things, not to do it, of course, at all for the publicity or the recognition, but just because I felt led to do those things. Well, this week, someone invited me to an extraordinary trip, vacation that included a yacht and a condo on the beach and driving around in a luxury car and meals included and entertainment and literally being out in the ocean with dolphins. And it was just extraordinary. And I allowed myself to receive that. And yes, there were times where I would, want to pay for a meal or buy them gifts or, give back. But this was just an incredible blessing for me to just show up and receive and let it flow and let it just all be revealed as it happened, not controlling anything, not having any preconceptions, but just going with open hands and gratitude to receive. So I hope that helps you today. Your intentionally fabulous tip on reaping and sowing, about being a good giver and receiver. So if you want more tips like this, I would love for you to join our community. It's called Intentionally Fabulous on Facebook. It's a private group, and it is for women going through any stages of separation, divorce, post-divorce, who are just looking to heal and live this amazing bonus life. So we are all there to help. So please go join in and tune in back tomorrow for our next Intentionally Fabulous tip of the day. Have an awesome day, friends.